www.baconicecream.com.
Hey, well, hello everybody. You'll notice that Rich isn't here yet, but he'll be joining us soon because he's gonna have his big giveaway, and I'm gonna be reminding everybody, hopefully a few times, you've got to be present and live here to win. So he'll be
no
popping
dead
in.
people.
Yeah. And we're only 5 minutes late.
Only, yes. I'll get the pointing thing down. So to my left or right or whatever, we've got Crow from the Crow Continuum and Crowcade and whatever stuff. And then below we got Pete from OEB Pete and Pack Opening.
I'm not OEB Pete.
I'm
the artist. It was the artist
Evercadian.
known
Oh my
as
God.
OEB Pete.
You know what
the
it was?
artist formerly known as OEB Pete.
You know what it was? It was the sweater. Seeing the picture threw me off.
Oh, my Christmas sweater. It's Christmas season.
And my brain traveled back in time. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Okay.
Yeah. That's okay.
All right. So, before we say head to the chat, what's up, guys? What have you all been up to?
I really don't remember.
I've been playing a ton of Steam Deck games. So yeah,
Nice.
playing Steam Deck games.
I've been working my way through Galco 2.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that you. We should talk about that in just a few minutes, because I don't think many people latched on to what you shared with us in Discord.
What did I? Oh, that one page in the manual.
Yeah, we need better quality control.
Yes. I might as well just point it out right now since we're talking about it. Let's see here.
Just think about like they put the wrong picture or something.
But the thing is the picture they put in there isn't even from the same cartridge. It's from the Jellico collection.
What the heck?
Yeah, Jellico arcade.
Yeah, it's Asti in it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's infamous. Dan said it's infamous.
It's infamous? What's
It's
infamous?
infamous.
Oh, the
Meaning
Pix is infinite.
Doesn't that mean it's doing something or did something harmful in the past?
It's
Infamous?
famous for a negative reason.
Yeah, exactly. SNX is a good game, even though I think most people probably prefer the NES version of STNX than the arcade version because it has more content, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I
It
kind of
does
like the
have more
arcade
content, though. You can't argue that, Crow.
But the only reason I saw it is because I was playing squash, and I was like, "How is there a way I can aim?"
How did you
when I
miss
hit
this?
the ball?
Did you not open up that manual at all?
I scanned all the pages first, and then I play the game. And then if I have I'm curious about something about the game, I'll look up information, including what's in the manual. And I was looking at the manual. I was like, "Why is there a picture of the Steinx in here?"
And this is as much as I look at a manual and pay attention. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's true." I actually looked at mine. I actually, whenever you posted it, I'm like, "Huh, let me look at that. Oh wow, that is wrong." I think it's just, I don't know, like the quality control, right, is a little iffy sometimes.
There was another thing in another manual I was going back and looking at. And I saw something else that was not right. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't like that, where it was like completely the wrong picture.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's funny. All right, let me say
the wrong game.
Yeah.
Like a ROM messed up or something like that. That would be
Well,
Yeah. I don't
I
care.
said-
that would be infamous.
Yeah.
Well, what's also infamous is Asteroids instead of Asteroids Deluxe, which I'm surprised hasn't been
Oh
fixed
man, the
yet.
community, I think we're over that. There's been enough talk about
Where's
that
my Asteroids Deluxe?
Yeah.
one. Which one's a better game though?
That depends on how good you are at Asteroids, I guess.
I think
'Cause Asteroids-
Rich should answer that. He's the asteroid nut.
Because
Yeah,
Asteroids
yeah.
Deluxe was made to be more difficult than Asteroids.
Oh, you know what game I got? I'm a closet Pokemon gamer. I gotta say it quietly, I picked up a bunch of Pokemon for Christmas for the kids, but I bought my own copy of Scarlet so I could play with them on Christmas, but I want to get good at it so I can hold my own against them by Christmas. So yeah, I got Pokemon Scarlet.
Nice.
I just wanna say
That just came out. That would explain why I was getting advertised.
It is completely open world. There's no it's completely open.
Oh.
It's weird. There's no.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, but yeah, where
anyway.
everything, when you go to battle Pokemon, it doesn't go to another screen. It's just right there, right?
And you have an auto battle system too. Anyway.
I played Pokemon for a while with my friends, but like on the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. But that's kind of where I stopped because I got tired of the fact that the Pokemon can only have 4 moves.
Yeah. I never played Pokemon when they were popular. I only played, I guess I shouldn't say I'm a closet Pokemon fan, but I like their stuffies. But I only really started playing Pokemon with, what was the one with, Sword and Shield, because my kids wanted me to play with it. So I like that game. But anyway.
I was into Pokemon Go when it was popular, but only because my wife. Otherwise I kind of jumped that series. But yeah, let's say hi to the chat. Who do we have? We got Carson.
Pokemon Go. A guy at my work ran into a phone pole while he was trying to walk towards capturing a Pokemon and broke his nose. I didn't like the guy anyway, so I was like laughing. But
we still got Dan Nastic in the house. We got Lloyd. We got Phantom Fiction. We got Skeltrex. We got MT Shark. We got Dan Ruff. Coffee Boy.
I got Skeletrex's car right here.
Oh,
you know what? We got so many people that come to this show that I recognize from over 2 years ago. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Our community is awesome.
I know, right? We got John Schneiderman.
Plus lots of names.
Yep. RGB TV. We got Lee Delve, Ian Hobbies. That was weird. The chat just refreshed. Wow, it's really booming. Like Crimson Cross.
One of these shows, maybe in the new year, we should do like a call-in show and give a link out for some of our long fans and have them come in and chat with us. That would be cool.
Ooh.
You know,
just come in
and chat and hang out.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And we got Mike Hawkert. I love that name. You got to say it like that. And we have the Tales from the Junland Wastes. And we got Snake Eater. All right.
Oh my God, I just got Mike's name.
Yeah, it wasn't until you said it that way.
Yeah, when you said it that way, now it's like, Mike, what are you doing, man?
And we got Andre 4F. And of course, this time, Dan Nastic summoned me. And because you did the oh yeah, I guess.
Cover your ears.
Oh, good Lord.
I didn't have this ready. Fine, I'll do. Okay. Well, I'll do this one for you, Dan. Oh yeah. There we go. I was going to do the Howling Dog, but he picked that one. So.
I still think one of the best names is Tales from the Junland Waste. Such a obscure Star Wars reference. I love it.
Oh, okay.
I still don't even know what that's referencing.
Yeah, the Junland Waste is a part of Tatooine.
Is that like in the books or something? I don't.
That's in books, games, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Yeah, the kind of the other fiction, right? The
the other fiction.
Well, the non-movie stuff that's like kind of just the backstory.
Yeah, I know there's non-movie stuff. I'm not
100.
I only know some of the video games, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's ball madness. Did I slap into his Johnny? Johnny Proctor. Yeah, he's also a new person. I've been seeing him like comment.
Where's Gam?
I've heard of this person before. I don't know where though.
So Obi-Wan mentions the Junland Waste in the original series in Star Wars, the first movie. Really? I must miss that. RMGB?
Well, I don't have the exact script memorized, so.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he references Does he reference that?
I don't know. He could have, for all I know.
Yeah. If it was a Star Trek reference, then we're good. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay.
It would be. I would know more about Star Trek than I do about Star Wars, to be honest.
Right. So real quick, I do want to go over some polls, and kind of want to touch on the one from last week, and then I have a new one which I forget who it was.
Right,
one of our viewers asked.
Hey, where's the option for on the Switch? Because I don't have the cart yet. So for Evercade.
Well, I just said how are you playing Cathedral, and No walkthroughs, FAQs. 25%.
Oh, you're not saying technically how you're playing it. It's what your approach to the game. Like
correct, 100%, 100%. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're
mine is stumbling and bumbling and return, rinse, repeat. Because there are some frustrating moments in this game, man. Like where you.
I should have put that. I should have put that just bumble and bumble. But so what's interesting because for me, like and I've talked like some games I do like to use the walkthroughs. This game, I'm forcing myself not to. And when it looks like 25% of people don't, 100% not at all. Only if they get stuck, they'll search the internet. Some people are like, "Don't shame me. I'm, using a guide is my style." That's cool. Someone's like, "I play like the '80s. I'll get stuck." If I get stuck, I'll ask a buddy. So it's
that old reading stuff is for the crows. I don't read either. I don't want to read a book that didn't just play a video game. I want to. If video game is good enough, you need to walk through for it, right?
If pictures are worth 1,000 words, and a video is like at least 30 frames a second. So imagine how many words that is.
Yeah, it's a lot of words, man.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting.
That's the best word.
For me, though, it depends on the game because some games, if they're really cryptic, some not. But for this game, I'm trying to. I'm trying to
normally, if the game's been designed well and developed well, it kind of should teach you most of the stuff in the game. And I don't know, it's tough, right?
Yeah.
It's tough for older games. So I think FAQs and walkthroughs pre the PlayStation 3 era, PlayStation 2 era needed it because they just didn't have the technology or the memory to add stuff like that into the game. It just had to be the pure gameplay. So totally get those books for that era of gaming. But in today's games, there's no excuse for having proper tutorials and
I would say like the PS2 is when we started to get tutorials in games, and PS3
exactly,
I think I think like PS1 and previous is where we would just get jumped into a game without any how to play it unless it was intuitive or referring to the manual.
I can't stand tutorials. I'm like, let me just play the game. Stop.
I don't know if you saw. I played that Atari 50 and the haunted houses. And I swear, and you can see it in the video, I feel like every 2 steps I took, it was like another pop-up explaining the game for like 10 minutes straight.
Way overboard, right?
That takes me out of the experience.
I can double jump. I can figure out the double jump action myself. I don't need you to teach me to double jump. And a lot of side scrollers, even new ones, teach you double jump. I'm like, seriously? I know. I've been trained to hit the button twice. I mean, I know it's a high level. I can't get there on my regular jump. Let me try to double jump.
Have you played Touch and Go on the Galco too? I like the tutorial in that. This game only uses one button. That's a tutorial.
There you go. Perfect.
This was me Monday. But anyway,
that's what I do appreciate about the Commodore 64. A lot of their games, it's one button. And I mentioned that when I did whatever I did with the Commodore 64 for 40 minutes. Probably just ramble on about nonsense. But I did mention it. I'm pretty sure that they should really only put Commodore 64 games on the Evercade that are one button, because those are probably the games that most people will enjoy in our ecosystem, because there is no mouse and keyboard.
It used the same controller as the Atari 2600, so that's why one button.
But you know what I mean, though, Crow?
If a game uses more than one
keyboard
button,
and mouse style games on there without having those things on
Commodore 64. Commodore 64 didn't have a mouse.
Oh yeah, okay. There you go.
So if you needed to use more than one button, you had to use the keyboard.
Yeah. So I like, that's my recommendation for future C64 games. It's a game console. We don't need virtual keyboard. Try to do games that just need the input, one button. That's it.
And they need to put maybe a little bit better games. I don't know. I think seriously, I'm giving a brutally honest review of all 14 games. I'm ranking all of them. There are some good ones, but my God, there's some stinkers on that card.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten through it
summer games and winter games. You're gonna love it. I just don't like those games. So I think I gave it an average score, maybe mediocre. I think. I don't know.
I like those games. I used to play those games a lot.
Yeah, and that's fine. Hey man, whatever floats your boat, right? But me personally, I said it so many times, and
I mean, if you don't like those games, you don't like those games.
It's the first computer collection, and this collection it wins in discovery. So, speaking of the smaller games, I forget last time one of our viewers they said to ask a question: what type of indie homebrew you prefer? The smaller game cards like Indie Heroes, or the fewer, more in-depth games like Cathedral? and had almost 40 people vote. Yeah, it looks like people they want those more in-depth games.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Space
like
Taxi in a Commodore 64 collection. That is one of the best games, and it's feasible because I think it's not like a major publisher that owns that.
Here's the disclaimer that I would give people, like, and I could even say, like, I grew up with the Atari, so I could understand, like, if you're not into Atari, I could see why somebody wouldn't like Adventure or they wouldn't like some of those other games, right? Because looking at it and the graphics. So I respect it's cool. That's why I'm gonna say, if I do rate a game low that people like, but I'm hoping so.
Well, no, you can rate the games however you want. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody's got to understand that even when somebody says, like, oh, they're being unbiased, that's impossible. Everybody's biased.
Everybody's biased. I'm like super biased. Like I even said in my video when I did is I think the best thing about the Commodore 64 collection is the fact that it opened up the door for microcomputer so I can get I can get Amiga games. That's my honest.
I thought you were going to say. I thought you said the best thing about the Commodore 64 collection is that it exists.
It exists so that I can get the Amiga collections and other computer collections. That's my honest opinion. Will I play the Commodore 64 collection? It'll probably be in, I'd say in my rotation every now and then, but it's not something I'll always grab. It won't be something I grab to take on holidays with me. I'll put it that way. Which is that's the bar for a really good collection for me. Do I take it when I go on a holiday or a break?
Yeah, exactly. But see, something like the Cathedral, and Alwa's Awakening, like I would, because that's, and those are two great games.
That'd be one of my collections, but I need extra games, because you could get burnt out on Cathedral pretty quick, like after you get die a million times trying to get through a certain jump sequence or, but.
See, that's why I'm excited about the EXP. You always have that Capcom collection. But,
dude, yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
But I think, this is what I think. I'm hoping we see more of next year. Like I'm hoping that we won't see a Gremlin collection to, of course, everybody loves indie heroes, but I hope we get more of these like top tier like indie games like this. I think that's really going to make Evercade stand out. I think we talked about, or even like a unique, like an exclusive title, like some, more stuff like that.
Exclusives would be huge, I think. Or a timed exclusive, right? Because no developer wants to just have exclusives anymore. There's no money in it for small indies, right? They want their game everywhere.
Minor. So. I haven't heard of that one, Manic Miner.
So maybe a timed exclusive. Manic Miner, is that like Miner 49er?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't think it's that.
Exactly, different strokes for different folks. But so so I think it's like, for me, like I would, and I'll be honest here. Let's say if you're somebody who's on a budget and you're not trying to get like every single collection, and let's say you don't care about experiencing like the C64, I think it's something that you could kind of skip.
Well, there's so many collections on the Evercade now that there's something for everyone, I think. Unless you're a kid who only grew up with the Specky and you never played any other video games, well, there's nothing for you here. But I think there's a collection for almost any type of gamer. Because there's how many collections? 35 collections?
A lot, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, listen, and the C60, I did have fun discovering and playing the carts. And it's probably the emulator, but just like how the virtual keyboard overlays and covers your screen versus like the Intellivision, it was on the side. Like, I don't.
Wait a minute, the overlay for the keyboard covers the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got opacity.
The C64 Mini goes off to the side.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's the whole screen, pretty much.
That's weird.
Yes, 100%. I wish there were more games like that on that cart. That's all I want to say.
I really, RMGB mentioned Gateway to AppShy. Yeah, they did a really good job at that one. Like they did a good job porting that one. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's the one game that I'm looking forward to playing when I get to it because I've never played it before, and it's an epic game.
It's a product of its era.
If it's like Tower of Doom, I'm interested in playing it.
Yeah. I love Tower of Doom.
So let's see. What else? Okay, so what did
I was right. Manic Miner is a ripoff of Jet Set Willy.
I thought I'd have that. So that's interesting that Ian. So what do you think next year can Blaze top that? Can they top the Capcom collection? Can they top all these great indie? Can they top everything next year?
That's going to be challenging. I mean, I think if they can secure another big license, like from a mainstream company that's still producing modern games, like, you know, a Capcom, like if they can go and get another mainstream
Taito, get
license.
Taito or Konami, you know?
Yeah, if they can go get another one, but I'd really just say, you know what, get your microcomputer line set, get, you know, another 4 or 5
Yeah, we
collections
want
there,
more
and then
microcomputer.
focus on
Yeah.
indie games. I think that's where they could really.
Well, I think there should be a mix of everything. I mean, if it's all games nobody's really heard of before, it's not really going to draw eyes to the Evercade. But then again, if all of a sudden it has like the Konami games or you know, Taito or whatever, any other big publishers, I mean, yeah, these are games we've already seen before. But then people will be like, hey, you know, this game is not. Could you imagine if like Rondo of Blood was on the Evercade?
Yeah, or maybe they go get Sega. Sega is a very fan friendly.
Yeah, Sega too. Yeah.
Yeah, go to Sega and get their, you know, get a Master System collection. Get
put Sonic the Hedgehog on it. People will be
so
like,
hey, it's funny because somebody was wanting to argue with me back and forth in one of the Facebook groups. I'm like, well, why would Sega ever come to Evercade when you know, when they're still releasing mini consoles? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's why they put out the Mega Drive. They put out 2 of them. It's like, hey, people bought the first one. Let's put it out again.
And they don't keep producing those, which is gold. So they need that's a revenue stream for a certain segment of the year. So they like say, hey, shit, I can re-license 25 of these games or 60 of these games over 3 collections of Evercade and continue to make money. Yeah, sign me up.
But yeah, I agree. Master System, because maybe that's something that's too niche for the public, but that's like perfect for the Evercade.
Yeah, the Master System, and there's so many great games. And the best thing about Master System is Sega owns 90% of those licenses because they made 90% of those games. Yeah. Like they were a closed ecosystem. So they published and produced the majority of those games. So, I mean, the Master System it's obscure enough to work on the Evercade.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. Mix in some Game Gear, though, too. I think would be great. Like
they're the same console, really.
Yeah, they are, actually.
They're the exact, almost saying. So, but I get what you're saying, Ed. Like maybe the Game Gear versions of a Master System games, but they're really the same games.
Yeah.
There was a Master System converter for the Game
Gear. It's just a different pin,
right? Game Gear, and it just rearranged the pins. That's all.
Rearranged the pin, Ed. So it's literally the same ROMs.
Yeah.
And what they did, they scaled the display because the display on the Game Gear was different than the original Master System screen display. So they adjusted the screen. That's basically all they did with those games.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if they even did that because it did have a TV tuner too.
Yeah, I think they did. They did something to make sure that it would fit right on the Game Gear.
I don't know if they did that because I know a lot of games were very hard to play from Master System to the Game Gear.
I agree with what Skeltrek says. Hopefully, this will be the year of no new hardware, so they can just focus on
get some software, get some friends features, get some online multiplayer because they did mention that that's something they wanted to do.
Yes.
Evercade
now that we have
PS2
now that we're going to have
support.
The 2 main consoles with wireless. Yeah, there's no excuse to do that.
PS2. No, you know what, guys? I'm done with new hardware. I need a year off of hardware.
Yes.
You know what? I just got an email from Rich. I don't know if Rich knows this, but not Evercade related, but kind of. You know the Pi Packer stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They're no longer delivering the Pi readers. So I had that on Kickstarter, so they canceled it. So I can get my money back.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
What was weird about that was you put the cartridge in it, and then wasn't there a dome that went over the cartridge?
Yeah, it looked like that game from the 80s called Trouble?
Yeah, that Pop-O-Matic Bubble. Trouble with the Pop-O-Matic Bubble. Yeah. They still sell that. It's not.
But I need a year without any new hardware that plays games, but give me a wireless controller, right?
And a coffee mug, yes.
And a coffee, a big coffee mug.
Here's a wireless controller. Go buy a wireless controller.
I want the Evercade branded one, Crow.
But I'll take it one step.
You can take a marker and write Evercade on it.
Crow, so I don't variant, Crow.
But here's the thing: I don't want just a wireless controller of what they have. I want an arcade stick that could be wireless or could be plugged in and has like a trackball. And then I want them to update their games to that are designed for trackball and spinners to be able to work.
I want just the regular the wired controller made wireless with a dongle, whatever they want to do, and then an arcade stick. I think they could easily do both and could be a pretty compelling kind of mini.
Hey, I've been playing all the games with this thing.
Yeah.
Pro.
I agree, and I thought that the reader was kind of silly for the reason that they make it so you could just load ROMs, and it's probably easier just to download the ROMs of the games that you have, unless you want the reader just for fun. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people that actually likes the controller that came with the VS, I think. I really do like it.
Me too.
I think I've used it for
I just want the
game.
wireless version of it so I can get rid of my wires so I don't choke myself.
I used it with Night Driver, the arcade version of Night Driver, because it was shifting.
Yo, Sean, you don't just get to pop in here whenever you want.
So I'm kind of glad Sean.
Where's my EXP, Sean? Send me my EXP, thank you.
Yeah, send us out a tester mode earlier. No, so here's what I hope that that Evercade does and doesn't do. So they're going to release like a new collection to like appease, let's say like the UK audience and something new of Discovery. Don't do like a Gremlins 2. Don't do like a Weird Worms. Do like an Amiga collection.
Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Yes. You know what I mean. That's what, now that like they've acquired Capcom, I feel like all eyes are on. Now it's time to go for like the heavy hit. Go for the heavy hitters. Like, don't release anything like don't release any stinkers. That's my ask.
Well, that's subjective. I mean, there's a game that you could think is the worst game in the world, but I guarantee there's somebody out there that loves that game.
True, but something like Gremlin Collection, that's like not for. That's like I think the majority.
There
of
are people that like that. There's been some people that come out and say like there's how many games on there?
Thank you. Like 6. Yeah. No Gremlin 2. Yeah.
But there we go. I've gotten comments like, "Oh, I love this, for hardcore 4x4. I like this, soccer management simulator. I used to play this all the time." There's always those comments.
But I think now that there's a lot of people out there that are probably getting into the Evercade ecosystem for the Capcom collection, like I think they want to put, I don't want to use the word mainstream, but I think they maybe want to put some more like not off the wall stuff. VCS.
I don't get, what do you mean by VCS?
I don't know. Look at the show accessories. Yeah, I don't know. VCS.
No, that's the tagline for to win the VCS that Rich is doing. So
people wanted Atari 2600 games on the Evercade. Like, we already got
Rich,
collections.
Sorry, Crow. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
Don't worry. Pete got you, Rich. Pete got you, buddy.
But yeah, what I think of what I think is Blaze's two huge heavy hitters is arcade and indie, and I hope we still continue to see that. Maybe sprinkle a little bit of console in there. Maybe
there's still some holes they need to fill in on console. Like, there's still lots of opportunities there, but I like the fact that it's no longer their sole focus. Like, they have so much other stuff they can do, which is cool.
Dude, yes. Like give us a console. I want Metal Storm. Yes. Definitely. I would also like to see like the first official like single release cart like Paprium or something. I think that would be great for next year. Because that's kind of an exclusive. And Atari Recharged, if it can run it.
It would be the only physical
that's
version.
Questionable. Yeah. It'd be interesting to know if the Evercade can handle.
I don't think it can actually. Those I'm pretty sure they probably can't. They're not the biggest games memory wise, but I don't know if the Evercade can run that. A lot of stuff going on that screen, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
The guy who makes them lives in my city somewhere, so I could always go ask.
You could go ask him. Yeah. Oh wait, you go ask him right now.
Yeah, probably already know him. Because Canadians, we know everyone. So
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, Sega definitely, and hopefully, to say, we keep hearing that Sega is more willing to get. I would just say that, and they still get like the Activision Atari collection like that. That would be great. What else? Like an official version of Tetris. I know that licensing that's probably more difficult, but hey. Never say never.
Yeah, that'd be weird. But
as a native, you know what? But see, that's the thing though, is I think it could be done, but somebody's going to have to reprogram that, and so either somebody at Blaze is going to have to.
I think it's Android based, right?
Yeah, it would have to be. It would just have to run on Android.
Because I think the VCS is kind of seems like it's Android based by the games that go on it.
I'm just guessing. I believe it's Android based.
No, I'll be one of those people. I'll be one of those people. Actually, Linux and Android are different. No, I mean it's Linux based, but Android is like a flavor of it. But it could still, I don't think it would be difficult to port.
Just put it in Unity. Can Unity put anything?
Yeah.
You can port it then.
Ooh. They're all Unity based.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
cool.
put it in Unity, and Unity can outport anything.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, do you want to sign a deal with me to put my what's that game I made? 50 Coins of Deadly Doom on there?
The one was that the one on the crank system that I can't think of the name
Playdate,
of?
yeah. My 50 Coins of Deadly Doom. Just contact my people and I'll give you have the rights for that.
Do it. That'd be awesome.
It's actually longer than a lot of games on the current Evercade.
The Playdate Collection, Volume 1.
Dude. Indie Heroes 4, something, yeah. That would be funny. They do, I don't know if they could call it that, or maybe that would be funny. A Playdate collection on the Evercade. But yeah, I agree. Next year, I think it's going to be good. I don't, there's no need. To be honest, there's really no new need for hardware for a while. Because I think they have everything covered. Added to the list of games. Wait, what did you say? Added to the games list. And lots. I think I'm running out of ink.
Yeah, we need a crank accessory.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, we really don't.
Yeah. Hey man, I can't help but kind of that point, like the renovation collection, like that, like stuff like that, like blew it out of the water. I think for me, like I get spoiled, when we get these good carts. And yes, there's different folks like different things.
You wouldn't exactly need a crank, but if you had a spinner accessory, that would work. But then you'd also be able to use that with like breakout and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I would even be happy with it, even if they just had or maybe they break it up. Maybe they do the wireless version of their controller, do a spinner, and then do a track or spinner trackball, and then have an arcade stick. But yeah, those would be maybe the only accessories. Evercade mugs. I know, right? I've been saying that for a long time. You so totally need that.
Spinner paddle ball controller is needed. Yes, I agree with that. We need that. Or at least compatibility with an existing accessory that is that.
Yeah. That would work to be plug and play.
Like I can plug in, I could actually plug in an Atari 2600 controller into the Evercade because I have the adapter.
See, I wondered if that's why. I know some of that's a joke, but also. So I think I see. Hey, we've got Rich backstage. I don't know if he's going to be. He may be entering in here soon. I don't know if he wants me to add him or if he's going to.
Didn't he say something about?
Whoa!
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Yeah.
So I heard a rumor that there might be like a giveaway or something. Is that true?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe I've been backstage all this time prepping to give this guy away. This custom painted deep purple Atari VCS.
Oh, you can really.
Yeah, you can really.
Oh, you can really see that, dude.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
It's all hand painted by
very cool
Chris, the Atari Creep himself. You got the cool little Walked In Alzheimer's logo on there. It's gonna be cool stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. Oh, just to finish that other thought, Sean did say he says he needs to bug their team about the egret controller for using spinners. How much is that?
Well, actually, I have an adapter, the 2600 Adapter 2, which has paddle support. So if you could get the Atari 2600 paddles to work, I could.
How much is that controller if you buy it by itself, though?
I don't know.
Under $30.
I'd buy it if it. I'd definitely buy it, no matter how much it costs, if it worked with the Evercade, specifically with the dial.
The ones that came with the flashbacks, but yeah, that would be cool. Or use something existing. Use something existing like that.
Very cool.
But anyways, Rich, yeah, go ahead.
No, I've been listening in along with the show as we were doing all the prep work.
Sweet. I had to take care of you, Rich. They weren't even paying attention to what you were doing.
We didn't know what. We're like, why was your VCS?
I put that comment, the pinned comment. By the way, guys, if you guys are listening or just entering, I see the the numbers of people in the chat have been creeping up slowly. There is a pinned chat in the YouTube chat, and it says if you want to be entered into the giveaway, I need to know who you are. And the only way I can know who you are, because I can't scroll all the way back into the infinity of time for the chat, is just pop the word VCS in the chat, and I'll make sure I add you to the wheel of names. I got 25 entries in so far, but that only means that there are, I think that means that there are 14 unique or 15 unique people on the list, because 10 of them are our winner from the 900 sub giveaway, and that would be Lloyd R. Jim. He's in there 10 times because he won the 900 sub giveaway, which is awesome. All right, cool. So we got a lot more of you guys hopping in here. So
remember, you have to be live. Like, you can't just put VCS.
Yeah, you got to be here. When I call your name, you got to be here, because we got to figure out a way of contacting you in order to send you this fine thing. So you got to make sure you stick around. Stick around in the chat and hang out with us. But yeah, that's how you do it. You just put VCS in the chat. I put you in the list, and then towards the end of the show, we're gonna do this thing, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go back to typing away while also putting my 2 cents in on the conversation as we go along. I did hear also, Pete, that you mentioned. I know it's not VCS related. The heartbreak for the pie packer thing. I got my notification as well. Those sad times.
So did anybody get any of those?
No. They
didn't produce it. There was too expensive.
Okay, they didn't even make it. It's like something. There's probably only
they made the
prototype
prototypes. Yeah, they made the prototypes, and then they just couldn't do it.
Yeah. So yeah, they didn't have the money to pay for all the chips. All the chips went up in prices. They didn't have that was we've heard this all before in other adventures in the last couple of years, but at least they put closure to it. They actually literally said it's not coming out, which is great. They're
giving people their money back.
Yeah,
within 30 days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
me and Rich will get our money back, and we'll spend it on nonsense, right, Rich?
That's basically what's going to happen.
But see, and we've talked about this before. That's the problem with having a Kickstarter or other stuff like that. Again, keep saying it like it's great, like
because you're guaranteed a refund, right, Ed? You know what I mean, Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's great that like Blaze is an established company. Like, we knew that the EXP is coming out just like the VCS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you compare it to other companies that don't do Kickstarter, you're not guaranteed to get your money back. Whereas at least Kickstarter, we're guaranteed it, right? Because it's a part of the rules of Kickstarter. They have to, or they can get legally in trouble.
Yeah, but I think the companies can they can claim bankruptcy and they can go under. And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like, in good faith, yes, but I think there's people, there's companies that could be scummy and go.
How am I still sick? I'm 4 weeks into being still sick. It's disgusting.
Man, I'm kind of with
sucks,
you
man.
though, Pete, because it's been plaguing my family as well. We've gone through, I don't know, the laundry list, common cold,
man,
flu,
it's crazy.
Every illness known to man. Like my little one is just getting over RSV. Like it's crazy.
I'll have a good day where I don't cough, and then I'll cough, and then I got a stuffy nose. It's crazy, dude. I think it's because our lungs got beaten up over the last 2 years with everybody getting COVID a million times.
Not everybody.
Everybody had it, I think.
I'd never had it.
You probably didn't know it. You were asymptomatic.
Well, then
I could have been one of those people, but I've got a really
That's what I mean. Like, we got it a million times without even knowing it, right? But
now, hopefully, I don't jinx myself. No, and I know I have a strong immune system, because someone's like, we know for the booster shots, like they said, if you have a strong immune system, you're gonna have a bad reaction to it. And like with the first set, I did. But anyways, while Rich is, I was gonna say, while Rich is doing that, if there's any chat Q&A, there's anything you all want to ask us, like let us know. I don't know, we're in preparation.
I think I'm called up on the list. We're up to 37 37 entries already, which is awesome.
Woohoo!
So
There's
but
46
also
people in the
46
chat.
people in the chat. So
Yeah, so 47. Yeah, 10 more
Yeah.
people need to enter.
yeah. Just pop that VCS comment in there.
We should have got someone from
sure.
Blaze on during this, and we would have like boosted up our chat numbers, and then would have more opportunities.
That is true.
Hindsight is 2020.
That's right. We have to remember that the next time we want to do.
Next time we
thing.
do a big giveaway.
Yeah. So I mean, it is likely every year we're gonna do one. So, yeah.
Sean's here. Ask away.
That's right. Just put Sean on the spot.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it might have had this Commodore 64 may have had a mouse, but almost everything like didn't need to use it. Like there was an operating system called GEOS, and you used the joystick for that. So if there was a mouse, it was like, the mouse you would get from like the Super Nintendo, where like only a handful of stuff would work with it.
Yeah. So Sneaky Eater, how far are you guys on Cathedral? I'm trying to still beat the Necromancer.
I'll get it, really? Because that's who you need to beat to get the patch for the premium edition version. So I played up until that point to get the patch, and then stopped because I knew I was going to get the cartridge on the Evercade.
And then on those lines, like, yes, I think that the best bang. Yes, I definitely so. Like, unless somebody just doesn't like Metroidvanias or those type of games, like if I were to like redo like the 5 essentials, I think that cart would be on my list. What do y'all think? Have you guys gotten a chance to spend some time and play Cathedral?
Well, I get mine next week.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had the delay.
I haven't played it this week, so I haven't touched it at all this week.
Yeah, I had mine opened. I did open it.
The Necromancer?
But
yes,
but
exactly.
all of my Evercade time this week has been focused on Atari 1 and 2, because we're doing those score challenges between me and the Atari Creep, which was tons of fun. That was a good time.
Oh, so that's why he was putting up those Atari Games videos.
Yeah. So we did a big thing. Actually, on the channel this week, there was a big takeover for Walk Down Alzheimer's, which, of course, culminates in the giveaway we're doing today.
Yes.
But yeah, each one of those episodes was either Fun for Fives for Game of the Months that happened last month and this month for the Evercade. Some VCS content where we went over Missile Command Recharged. Both versions of that, and then Atari Mania, which I really, really want to love, but just And then
what's the problem with Atari Mania?
So the first set of those 10 minigame challenges ends in like a boss fight where you have to you have to go across and do sword quest.
What challenge are you talking about? Because I popped it in. I made a video of it, but I don't remember seeing any challenge.
Well, so the first set of mini games you have to go through, like in Atari Mania.
Where are these mini games?
Are you talking about Atari 50 or Atari Mania?
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm confused. I haven't gotten Atari Mania yet.
Got it. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of that,
it's basically it's basically like WarioWare, but the first set of them is like. It's pretty good as far as difficulty goes, and then all of a sudden it just spikes, and it's like you get to the end, you're like, it's crazy.
Hey, real quick, what's y'all's beat? Someone mentioned like a Streets of Rage collection, but I like how Dan. What's your favorite beat 'em up so far in the Evercade?
Water Margin, like without doubt.
Double mother fracking dragons all of the time. Hello.
Yes.
I actually like the 64th. Just maybe because it's the most
and a lot of other ones. It's hard to choose.
But I like the 64th Street Detective one because you could throw people into the water and against the background.
Yeah.
I never got tired of that.
That's
so,
really cool.
Well, I do love Water Margin, but I feel bad because Bad Dudes isn't represented for nostalgia. So that the funny thing is that's one of those games where I can just like pop in and play it and just beat it. Yeah, Combat Tribes. Dude, Streets of Rage is the GOAT. I think if they did that collection, put the 3 US versions of the Genesis put the 3 Japanese versions, and then put like the Game Gear versions, and that would be excellent.
Mm-hmm. Double Dragon over Super Double Dragon.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm original Double Dragon for sure.
Wait, which Double Dragon? The NES Double Dragon?
Yeah.
I think I'd go with Super Double Dragon, to be honest.
I love that version of Super Double Dragon that they put on there.
I like the original. I don't know.
We'll be going on to Final Fight.
Nothing wrong with the original. It's completely different because you had to like beat up guys to earn your moves.
Yeah. And it's completely different than the Master System
arcade
version.
It's different. The Master System version is based on the arcade version.
Right.
The NES version went and did its own thing.
Yeah. I think it's cool.
So here's a question: the original Zach, what game would you guys come up with if you developed one together or one game for each for an Evercast collection? Ooh,
oh, man, that's an awesome question.
Ooh, Sean, Evercast collection. Ooh.
I mean, if there was an Evercast collection, mine would have to be some kind of RPG or strategy RPG. It just would have. That's where I would go with it for sure. What would it be? I have no idea. I'd have to like write a whole bunch of stuff. But oh man, I'd love the opportunity to like just kind of like spitball some stuff and throw some stuff out. That would be me though. RPG or SRPG all the way.
That would be cool. It's like Sean, if you're here, like hit us up, and then I'll make sure our NDAs are current, and maybe you can like say, hey, we could maybe do this. This would be what would be available. Call it the Evercast collection. That'd be, dude. I would be totally down for that. Also, they'd handpick Neo Geo titles would be across several carts. Okay.
The Evercast collection would only have 4 games in it.
Because you only get to pick one.
That is also correct there, Dan. I can't say Golden Axe Warrior because I haven't finished it yet.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not.
Oh, yeah.
The red stripes.
That'd be nice. I want to see red stripes on it.
We should put a sticker collection out.
Yeah, there you go.
For those that missed the red stripes, here's a sticker collection.
Or like on Etsy or something. Oh.
Yeah.
John says he still needs to do a game. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so he heard us. He's still here. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Search for the missing Evercade card RPG.
That would be awesome. That would be really, really cool.
So much good stuff from our viewers.
That's very nice. That's really awesome.
What game are you playing there, Crow, on the GBA?
Oh, I haven't really played this thing, so right now I just got Alleyway in here.
Okay.
Basically, I have the multi-card in here, so.
Oh, got it. That's very cool.
And Alleyway was the first game.
Nice.
Capcom, yeah. I don't know. Capcom may not be happy, but yeah, that would be cool. I don't know how they would feel about that.
All right. Very cool. Very cool.
So, Rich, do you want to do the giveaway yet, or do you want to wait a little bit longer so that way we make it happen?
I mean, we got like 7 minutes, so I think we would do it right on the top of the hour. I think that's where.
Okay.
Where I'm
Stay
headed
tuned,
for.
everyone.
But while we're waiting for that, I forgot. Did anyone mention? Speaking of really awesome things and awesome causes, did we get a chance to talk about the Oliver Twins collection announcement from?
Yeah,
from
we need to.
That is 100% amazing. If you want to, bring up that tweet or the thread or whatever, I think that's just really fantastic, and I want to definitely spotlight that.
I'm looking for it.
It's an awesome effort, and then proof that even though as far as the Oliver Twins go, it might not be as popular over here in the States. I mean, that's a lot of pounds that got donated.
Here we go.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, I got it. Well, the thing that I like too, that's a great like collection for discovery.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%. I definitely needed, and still need more time, doing that. But that's really, really cool. National
25,000 pounds. Woohoo!
That's awesome.
The National Video Game Museum. Yeah.
And That's really neat, and it's a rare cartridge. So like like it'll be a rare cartridge, I guess, because they're not producing anymore. So that's very cool. That's really an awesome time.
Do you think it will be like rare enough to where it's on eBay for like hundreds of dollars?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's the whole market on these things is really fickle, right? So it only becomes super expensive if it becomes both rare and sought after.
Only if the Evercade becomes so popular that everybody's collecting for it, and then there's a whole bunch of people that want every single game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, and technically, I think still some of these carts that are not in production anymore, they're still available at Funstock. So it's like we haven't reached they're sold out yet. So like until you get the new collectors that are coming in and then looking at Funstock going, oh, I want this cart, and then you realize that it's discontinued, then I think then it starts happening.
But true. But then here's the thing: every now and then you'll see people will sadly want to sell their whole Evercade collection, and if that cart's included in it, and let's say they're selling their whole Evercade collection for $150, somebody might buy it just for that and then resell all the other. So I agree. I think it's going to take a while because that's really mainly for collectors and people who've initially been, with having Evercade. I think newer folks coming to it, but well, maybe they would like to have it, but they're not going to pay crazy prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there was an article I saw that that said that the Evercade was like the equivalent to collecting vinyl records.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100% because that's a great example. Like, so for me, for music, I just want to listen to music, so I'll pay for something like Spotify. But there are people who do care about they want that original,
which is funny because I just got these in the mail yesterday.
They want that original sound. They want the booklets. They want the physical media. Yeah, 100%. I think that's a great analogy. That's a great analogy for Evercade. Of course, someone's going to say, "Well, but Evercade isn't the original cart, so whatever." But I know there'll be some.
You just said that.
I know because I know people. I know people will. You spend too much time with the Facebook comments. That's what happens.
Yeah, they might be Johnson's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they just re-released these on their website. Yeah. So what's funny is this one is a picture disc. So on the opposite side,
no, I think that's a great, dude. That's a great nod to Evercade. It is like have the vinyl for video
on the other
games.
side is this. So when it's on the platter, it looks like moving images.
Oh, that's really cool.
Very neat.
That's neat. Very, very cool.
Purchasing audio CDs. Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, that is an interesting question, Karsten. I think most of us have. I mean, I know at least me and Pete have Discords, and yeah, we are all in the official Discord as well.
Yeah,
hanging out.
That's why I haven't bothered to have one. Y'all have one plus there's Arcade Discord
But yeah, I mean, I probably should put a link in the description for the Discord. I probably should do that. So thanks, Karsten. I'll make sure I put in a link. I'll edit this show's description afterwards.
Yeah. But what's interesting though, I know there's already enough. I know there's already enough channels in the official Evercade Discord. But just throwing it out there to Sean, if you wanted to, you could create one called Evercast. Just throwing it out there. If you wanted to have a public Evercast,
that'd be kind of cool.
Evercast,
we'd hang in there.
Yeah.
Make sure it would actually come in and make sure I'm doing some stuff.
Well, now that I brought it out, yeah. I was like, no, we would have to. Oh, you got another.
Yep. Got Andreas.
How many entries are you up to?
We're at a solid 40. There's 43 to 43. Now there was someone that retracted their comment, and I commented to them and said, "Hey, are you sure you wanted to detract?" But I think they may have actually left. So I'm the name's still on there right now. I mean, when I put out a comment.
A DOS collect. If they do a DOS collection, I think it needs to include Doom or something. I don't know, but yeah, that would be depending what they can get the licensing to. That would be neat.
Yeah. All right. So give like one more minute for this person to reply. If they don't reply, then I'm going to take the name off of the wheel. Just because if they're not here, it's only fair. I also give one last minute for those that have not yet put in, if they want to put in for the giveaway. Just got to make sure you put VCS in the chat, and then I will double check the list before we start spinning the wheel.
So, Rich, how do they would you recommend that they follow you on Twitter or something so that way you can get in touch? Or,
Oh yeah. So yeah, as far as the winner is concerned, for the person that does win this, you want to make sure you reach out to me on Twitter. I'm at LinkYoungPS. Let me just make sure that
you're getting that information correct.
Yeah, I didn't
throw
in the underscore in my name. It does. I have the underscore in my name. So it is at LinkYoung_PS. So I'm gonna put that as a banner right now. There you go.
I did it
There's
for you.
Me. There it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could put it in the chat.
Twitter.
People could
follow me on Twitter. I will make sure that I have got my DMs open. Make sure you hit me up on there, and then we will figure that out.
I mentioned that because surprisingly, once or twice you've had to chase down a winner, so that's why I want to make sure.
Yeah, there was a couple. There was a couple of that of those things going on.
And I would even say whoever wins it, put your Twitter handle in the chat so Rich can see it, so then he knows when you follow them that they'll follow you.
Yeah,
back.
when you win, just make sure you put it in there so I can follow you back. Yes, you can use Facebook. We'll figure all that stuff out. So
it's awesome to have. We're gonna have a winner, but yeah, Richard needs some. If he can't get in touch with you, he can't give you the prize.
Right. Yeah, we gotta send it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then yes, it can be sent just about anywhere. All right, awesome.
Otherwise, he'll just send it to me. But we'd rather have one of y'all win it. No, I'm just kidding.
So we've got 45 entries. We got 45 people in the chat watching. I know it flickers between 45, 47, whatever. I just want to say thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for supporting all of the things with the Walk Down Alzheimer's. We do this every year, me and my buddy Chris, the Atari Creep. His link's down below in the description. Make sure you guys check him out. Check out his stuff. Please, if you feel so kind as to do so, check out the link for the Walk Down Alzheimer's 2022. That's also down below. I'll make sure that I put it up on the very top of the top of the description of this video as well, to make sure you guys go hit up that, share it around. We're trying to smash goals. Here he's just around 740 something bucks right now. We're trying to hit, let's see if we can crack 1,000, right? Let's see if we can do that. He does that usually every year. I just want to make sure we can really give him a nice little push, because that's what this is all about, is trying to raise money for this cause and get this awful disease out of here. Just kick it to the curb, right?
Kick it to the cat.
Kick it to the cat. But anyway, we always do awesome and fun things. The last thing that we did this year, just in case you guys haven't known or you haven't been checking out the channel, we went to MetLife Stadium for a Jets Pats game, and we got people in the tailgate to play some Evercade, which was awesome. It was an awesome day. We played some score challenges. It was really, really, really cool. It was so cool that not only did the people that participated ask if we were going to do this again next year, is I think when I was talking with Chris, I think we're going to try to do this every year. We'll find the Jets Pats game on the schedule because there's always one at home, and we'll try to do that. And maybe even one year, maybe I'll go up to Foxborough, into the belly of the beast, go to a Pats game. Maybe I can, see if I can hang out with Chris live and do one of these. That'd be fantastic. Ooh.
I think though you've learned this time you just need a tent or something to block the sun.
Yeah, right. So yes, we do need a tent. It was a crazy time. You're right, Mike. Tomorrow is the rematch for Jets Pats in Foxborough. So just go Jets, by the way. And we'll see how that goes. But without any further ado, I think we're going to put this wheel up on here. This is the first time. I've actually done that. And oh my goodness, seeing in the chat. Sorry to hear that, Ballistic Man. That's awful. That is awful. It was, I had the same kind of effect in the extended family. I had an aunt who passed last year, and of course Chris does this to honor his father who passed as well. So man, it's just an awful thing, and anything we can do to help out, you know. But yes, you know, absolutely condolences, my friend Ballistic. All right, so let's go in here and share the screen. Now, this is the first time I've been using this wheel, so we're gonna see.
I wonder if I've seen this wheel before.
The wheel of names.
Oh yeah.
You want me to make some wheel?
Wheelofnames.com. I've put everybody in here.
There we go. Okay.
So just to see how everything goes, you see Lloyd R. Jim's name a whole bunch of times because, of course, he was the winner. I kind of like interdisperse him with everybody in there to make it not so it's just giant block of Lloyd R. Jim. But he is within the first 10 people. He's mixed in with there. But like I said, we got 45 people up in here again. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, a buddy of mine uses the same wheel. So when we do the spins, I think he like clicks to spin a couple times, just like does the randomizer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm just gonna click it a couple times, and then when it lands, that is it. So hope everybody's ready. Thanks everyone so much again for hanging out and being here. And then we'll congratulate the winner and wrap this up. All right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm about to click. Good luck, everybody. Thanks again. All right, we're gonna click, and click. Can I click again?
Why are you clicking?
Oh!
What a surprise!
It's Lloyd R. Jim.
It's rigged. No.
It's Lloyd R. Jim. All right, cool.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. I mean, 45 entries in there. Like that's pretty awesome.
Oops.
But and congratulations, man. Congratulations, Lloyd R. Jim. You know, and thank you again for the consistent support from the channel. You know, that was amazing. And
it was close.
There we go. Yeah, RMGB was like super close.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, well done. And Lloyd, I think you actually follow me on Twitter.
He's
if
excited.
not, yes, congratulations, man. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, Messenger, whatever you want to do, and make sure that you get in contact with me so I can send you this fine box. Very cool. There we go. This will be on the way to you. Dan says, "See, I don't win all the time."
Right.
That's right. Yeah, no, he was on a streak. He won like 3 or 4 of those things.
I know, right?
Yeah, very cool, guys. All right, awesome. That was cool. That was fun. And we got to do some cool stuff. Every year we got to do something kind of cool. Maybe we'll find some other thing to customize or whatever for next year. Perhaps Evercade related. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right, awesome, guys. So what do we got? Do we have any final thoughts?
My final thought is I've got to go. Bye, everybody.
He's like,
bye, everyone. Bye.
All right, see you,
Bye.
Pete.
See you, Pete.
Bye, man.
My only thought is that it's the coldest day of the year.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty brutal. The other part of the reason why I was a little behind was we went to a local church function in the morning, and we were just kind of running around. There's like sit with Santa and like all that kind of stuff. But we went out there, and I don't know why they decided to do this, but they put the Santa outside like in front of the church. So we're like waiting in this line to see Santa, and it's like 30-something degrees out. We got our coats and everything.
You're in the 30s, huh? You're a lot warmer than I am.
Yeah, it must be warm in comparison to where you are right now. But
right now it's 26.
Nice.
I think that's going to be the high for today.
Oh man, that's rough. That's a rough one. I mean, it could be worse. We could be in Buffalo right now.
Yeah, under 6 feet of snow.
70 inches of snow. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So,
yep.
Yeah, so much snow that they moved the game that was supposed to happen there. Now it's happening in Detroit. Oh man, thank you, Dan. Thank you and everybody for doing that. Also, Nick the toy collector had that on the head. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving too for all those that are celebrating the Thanksgivings in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool. Crimson Cross is just south of Buffalo. I hope you guys can get out. That's crazy. I would have never, like, what is 5 feet of snow? Like you can't even get out of your front door. Like just like boom.
Oh, I'm sure I've seen that before.
The only
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of times it gets so cold here it can't snow.
Oh man, that's rough.
No, I was just gonna say, like, when you're, if you're having Thanksgiving at your house and you're hosting it for a bunch of people, it kind of feels like this.
Can you imagine getting a free meal at our expense?
Nice.
Sorry, I had to crowbar that in there somehow.
That's awesome.
Because I got one more for you, because it's really good helping out these causes. Because when you're donating to them, just think of this.
Hell, it's only money, as Rockefeller said.
Yep, and you help out a lot. So.
Yes. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, I will make sure to get that link posted right up on the top of the thing. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that link. And that'd be awesome. Yeah, you would have made the Bills play in Buffalo anyway, in all that snow, and then walk to Detroit.
It is time to play. Yeah.
That's rude.
Sitting there on the couch playing Cathedral quietly.
Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah, definitely playing some Evercade for sure.
Ooh, yes. Oh my god.
Well, I usually just let it play throughout the day, but I don't sit and watch.
Yeah. I love to let that play in the background. What's great is you can just fire up like Twitch TV, and they have their own channel, and you can just put it on that.
Oh yeah, it's on Twitch. It's like, I don't know if it's on Pluto.
It's on Pluto. Yeah,
That's
Twitch,
awesome.
Pluto. Yeah.
YouTube too, I think even. Oh, it might only be in the Gizmoplex this year. I wonder.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I know it's going to be in the Gizmoplex for sure, but it probably will be some other places as well.
Keeping our fingers crossed, Nick. I mean, from all the testing and everything is done, and if the vendors get everything out, so here's what I will say: if you are ordering this from Amazon, I don't know, getting it from Christmas is iffy. Video Games Plus definitely a possibility, but if you ordered it from Funstock, whether it's the limited or not, they have a good reputation of getting it out early. So I wouldn't be surprised if everything goes well, we have it in our hands on the 15th. Assuming
they're probably sending it out when they think you'll get it on release day. So if you're getting it earlier, it's just, I think they just miscalculated.
Right. Well, that would be cool. Start doing Evercade videos again. Interplay one.
Interplay is the next one I'm supposed to do unless I jump around and pick at random. So are
Very
you
cool,
going
yeah.
in chronological order? And you're just up to Interplay Collection 1? Because isn't that like the second collection or the third collection? That's the second. No, it's the third collection, isn't it?
Actually, I can tell you because I have a sealed.
I had
a sealed copy from when I got my replacement. It is the fourth one.
This is the fourth.
Yeah, that collection will be. Maybe I should keep it sealed. It'll be worth big money someday. It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. Like, what if I just sent this into WADA? Do they still do that for free? Like, if you don't care about the turnaround time?
What?
Like, well, I thought Watto, like if you didn't care about getting your game graded for 6 months, it wouldn't cost anything. I don't know if they're still doing.
I don't know.
Because that would be like hilarious. Just see, like, what would they give this a 10 out of 10? What would they?
Well, it's funny. It's like I seen like it shows people selling like WATA graded games, and I look at the table and I'm like, well, I want that game, but I can't play it if I buy it.
Yeah. It would be like just a total joke. Like I would just be so curious, and I would just like hang it up.
Yeah, I don't know if you missed that, but yes, 100%. Cat tips all the way, for sure.
And I think it's fitting that it goes to the National Video Game Museum too.
Yeah, no, it is a really awesome cause. Yeah, gamers helping gamers, right?
I wonder if they'll do that every year.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, but I would love another like I guess a charity cart. Like
I know it would be perfect. I know because Namco, they're so tight with not wanting another ecosystem or something. Do it for charity and have it be a limited edition cart. If it can only be played on the handheld, I don't care. Maybe it'd be great. Do a limited edition. Have it be for the handheld and the VS. I think would be better. But then be a limited edition. Call it Namco. Call it Namco Arcade Collection. There.
But I have a feeling that the reason that Namco won't allow it to be on the VS is just because they probably have some agreement with somebody else saying that they would have exclusive console rights to the Namco games or something. I think it would just infringe on another agreement they have.
It could be, yeah. Well, then just do the handheld then.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they are doing, just the handheld.
No, but I mean, give us an arcade. Give us an arcade one. Just call it Arcade Collection. That way, there's no commitment for a one or two. Have it be for the handheld. Tape mode.
There might be in the future. We don't know.
Yeah. But because they just called it the Oliver Twins. But imagine that like Pac-Man or Ms. Pac in tape mode. Oh, Galaga Arcade in tape mode. Come on.
You mean Tate mode?
Yes.
I've heard of both ways.
Tate. I know Tate sounds dirty.
That's because it's a Japanese word. So
yes. That's awesome. That is cool. What do you guys got going on for the channel?
Oh yeah.
What do you guys got coming up?
Well, let's see. I'm in the middle of working on Galco Arcade 2. I still got 2 more games to play through. But I do need to work on a new pinball table that was just added to Pinball FX. So I'll probably just have a quick video on that because I'm not making full videos on those games yet because it's still in early access. So I don't want to start doing that until it's actually been released. But nice. That's all I have playing. I have a Lego set to build, so I'll probably be spending a lot of time doing that.
That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I will attempt. Because now we're kind of back in action. I've got a production machine that I've kind of like cobbled together. It seems to be working out just fine though, which is nice. I'm going to attempt that Evercade Arcade Collection Fun for 5 takeover. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go straight through Monday through Friday, Technos through our Jalco Arcade 1.
Isn't Galco the last one? Galco Arcade 2?
Yeah, that's number 6. But we got Monday through Friday, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to have one come on the weekend.
I was misunderstanding what you intended. I thought you were intending on doing one game per video all the way through all the arcade games.
Oh no, one cart. Like
what per day? Okay,
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yep, I slap the cart in. I go in and give you guys my picks. Like which ones are my faves, and then I'll give a little overview of the cart and that kind of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing.
You know what I just realized, Rich? We'll have to talk about this offline about calling all retro gamers because I'm like, it's not going to happen on Thursday because of Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you all that, but we'll have to decide if it's going to be earlier in the week or if it's going to be like Friday or what. I don't know. Well, we'll have to.
Actually, quick recommendation: why don't you do Galco 1 and 2 together? Because that'd be 12 games, and it's not that.
You know what? That's not bad.
Yeah,
we could definitely
play the hidden game.
Yeah, and then you got an extra hidden game if you want to do that one too.
That's a clutch call. I like it. I like that. That's very cool.
Let's see. What do I have? What do I have going on? Well, I'll say next week will finally be my first impressions, reactions to like Allah's Awakening and Cathedral, and then I will say after that because I just finished it. We'll I've painstakingly ranked because I really wanted to do the C64 video. 14 games is a lot, so that'll be the week after that. But after spending like more time with that collection, I really wanted to give kind of more of my thoughts, and then I might do like a review of Cathedral after that. I don't know, I'll have to see. Of course, I probably will have like, since I'm off next week, I'll probably have like another short coming out, because those are a lot of fun to always to do.
I kind of wish we could get the Electronic Arts Commodore 64 games, because those are the ones I really played a lot when I was a kid. And plus, they came in really cool boxes.
Very cool. Yeah, no, it would. I just want more things to discover.
If you like Motocross Maniacs or the Stadium Mud Buggies on the television, you've got Racing Destruction Set on the Commodore 64, but that was by Electronic Arts. But it was the same people the same guy who made those two games made that one as well.
Well, that's kind of cool.
But Racing Destruction Set was a split screen version of that. Plus, there were so many vehicles to choose from. There was a track editor, like a few different types of road types you could put down. I spent forever playing that game.
Nice.
You could change the gravity. Yeah, it would be kind of hard to do if you had to bring a keyboard on screen that covered the screen while you typed.
Yeah, no, that's.
We're going to do a Gremlin collection too. Oh no, sorry.
Very cool.
All right. Anything else before we go out?
It was an awesome episode. I think it was a good time. Thanks also, Ed, for taking the mantle for the first little bit.
It's always fun. I had to hold a lot of I can't even talk. Had to hold a lot of restraint, but we'll go out on something since I held restraint.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much, everybody.
Mail order monsters. That was another one I played a lot. Wow, that's a great game.
So, all right, awesome. Have a great holiday, guys. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much again for the support and watching.
Yep. Bye.
Retro KillDashNine. Retro KillDashNine.